And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back.
Welcome back, everybody, to Passive and
last
Aggressive
time,
episode 47.
Ooh. You know why I'm singing that, bro?
To disrupt my rigmarole?
Because Acid Rap is on Spotify. Fucking finally.
Okay.
10-year anniversary they put on Spotify. So,
breaking news.
Yep, you're welcome, people.
No one cares.
Listen to it on Acid.
In case you don't know, this is a podcast about gaming, sports, MMA, a lot of bullshit in between. Specifically, some Star Wars bullshit.
That's gaming, bro.
It's a lot, though.
Fuck yeah.
Like, a lot.
You're welcome, fans.
A lot.
Anything wrong with that?
NBA trade deadline. Not deadline, but free agency is opening up. Lots of trades are happening anyway.
Yes. Also, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Talk about that.
Yeah.
Galaxy Heroes. You didn't tell us exactly.
Well, Star Wars. They're grouped
Star Wars
together.
Then a lot of MMA shit. We talked about the UFC on ESPN 3 results.
Mm-hmm.
JDS, I love you, man. Which, you know what happened.
He got punched.
Yep. Good job, Joey Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
You like your wife?
Strange thing to say. We also talk about predictions for UFC 239.
Yes.
A few hot takes in between.
Just to give you guys all the
Lots of drama.
all the
Lots.
deets before.
Absolutely.
And we make our picks. So, enjoy.
Stay tuned. Listening to
A
himself.
12-year-old with that deep voice? Shit. I wish I
Yeah,
had
that deep voice, bud.
Hey! I used to be so scared about that. Now bring that back.
Sorry.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Passive and Aggressive episode 47. We talk about video gaming, fighting, and everything in between.
Is that your rigmarole?
This is your host, Nicholas
This is the
Marchwinski, and my co-host, who does nothing, Dalton Johnston.
This is a poor imitation.
That's pretty good, I thought.
Also, it's supposed to go in the intro, so now we're going to get two of those.
So what? Mine's better.
Yeah. You guys tell us. Let us know which one is better. Today is what? The 1st of July, right?
Yes,
For us?
It is
You guys are
July 1st.
You guys are hearing this probably on the 2nd.
Happy
or whenever
4th
the
of July in the future.
Wow. Look at you ahead of yourself.
Very patriotic over here. Saw the fireworks last night. It was pretty cool.
Are they good?
Nah, it was okay.
I honestly don't get the appeal to going to watch fireworks.
It's cool when you're at a carnival.
Sure, if
And
you're
it's
in
like
a
a whole
place like
thing.
specific for it and they're like close by and shit and there's
Right.
shit to do.
We were in a Dollar Tree parking lot.
Yeah. I just don't like you've seen fireworks.
Right.
You know what they look like.
Well, it's nice to go every once in a while.
Sure. It's good.
Which we haven't gone in like a year. Last time I went, I was on acid.
Oh.
And it was like trippy.
And you were at a
Fuck.
carnival, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
There you go.
I was on a ride while the fucking, what is
Fireworks.
it called? No, the grand finale was going off. And I was on a very spinny fast ride, right? So like I'm spinning and I'm like, it's hard to see the lights in general because when you're on LSD, like lights are very like
They stay.
vibrant.
Yeah.
And so I had like the lights of the carnival just zooming by me, and then I seen the grand finale in the background. I thought I was gonna have a fucking stroke. The whole time,
Like visual pleasure though. It was
Oh,
great,
yeah.
right?
it was an experience.
Absolutely.
The whole time I was holding Sam's hand, and I kept asking her, "I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because I was scared as
Projections.
shit. Yeah. But no, nothing like that last night. There were the Livonia fireworks in Michigan,
Interesting.
and it was cool just because you got to bring Jax and. He got to like experience fireworks for the first time as a little puppy,
Got him out of the house while we had friends over. That was easy
you're
to
welcome.
deal with. Thank you. Appreciate it.
and I'm not gonna lie, he barked like a lot in the very beginning. We had to take him for a walk for like
Get him out of
5 blocks to get some energy burned out of him.
Yeah.
He took a shit in front of a dealership and forgot to bring doggy bags.
Oh, you left it there?
Fuck yeah, it
Oh!
was diarrhea too. 'Cause
Oh!
he keeps eating mulberries in the back and they ain't good for him.
No.
Fucking moron.
What a disaster.
But yeah, so that was last night. Got home super late.
Yeah, that was Sunday night. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Well, I figured like I got plenty of sleep.
We
Sunday.
had quite the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah. So like rewind a little bit. This whole fucking week I've been getting ready for my sister's 21st birthday
I
party.
think you mentioned that
Yes.
last week.
I said that because I was getting ready for it last week too.
Right. It was
Just
a
like
whole
nonstop.
week adventure.
Yeah. So like I come home from work. I get up at like 4:50 out every morning for work. Get off at 2:30 and I came home and I would literally not go back inside the house until about like 8, 9, some days 10. Just busting ass. And it's been hot as fuck in Michigan if you
True.
recently like 90
I
plus.
think it's been hot literally everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure England is.
Are they dying?
They're dying, literally.
Well,
They don't know what's happening.
the
The water's
way-
evaporating.
They need to brush their teeth anyway. I don't know how that's relatable, but anyways,
Mm-hmm.
all week landscaping like a motherfucker. And it's stressing. It's a very stressful thing, when you're trying to get ready for a party. Like, especially if you're like trying to get ready for a party at a new house and you got a bunch of family coming over, so you're trying to make it look as nice as possible. And you're overthinking in your head like how much you gotta do, blah blah blah.
Can't relate to it, but I get it.
We got like a huge list of shit we wanted to do, and we got like 90% of it done, but it was like very stressful.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like a fun yard thing,
Just something you had to do.
Right. But it all worked out. On Saturday, the yard looked really good. The house looked really good. We got like a bunch of mulch in the front yard. I got a bunch of weeds out, and redid some pavers in the back. Just a lot of shit that when I got the house was just trashy as shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I showed you those old pictures, like the before and after. Like, when we got it, I didn't even realize how shitty it looks.
I know.
So it looks really, really good right now.
True.
So shout out to Sam, because she did a lot of it too.
Mm.
So a couple of times we wanted to kill each other. Thankfully, we didn't. We moved on.
Thankfully, yeah. Over some fucking lawn work.
Yeah, for real. But then Saturday was a party day. 21st birthday party. A lot of family and friends over, which is cool. Everybody had a good time. There was no drama, which is
surprising.
It's an anomaly in my family. Almost every
No
single
drama.
time there's something going on,
Yeah.
But there was nothing. We got to watch the UFC on ESPN 3, JDS and Ngannou, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah.
Then I passed out at like fucking 1. Then I woke up at 1. So I had like 12 hours of sleep. So like, fuck it. I'll get like 4 hours of sleep today. Go to the fireworks meeting experience. Cool.
Yeah.
I've been tired as fuck all day.
That's what I'm saying. We were drinking on Friday as well. You had other family members coming over.
I forgot about that.
And, just showing them the house and shit. And they brought some beers. We drank some beers, took some shots that you had lying around. So that's just peer pressure. It was all Brad, wasn't it? It wasn't our
Kind of
ideas.
you, dude.
I didn't bring them over.
I brought him over because my cousin is a stout and IPA drinker. He's one of those guys, I don't drink that piss water. But every time he drinks a stout, he's like, go. Nastiest face ever. Like he's
just
like
savoring the
like
taste,
a
bro.
baby eating
Savoring
some
the taste.
green bean like mush
Like
shit.
it's been tricked.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? He does that every single time, and he's like bashes me for Bud Light, or like, dude, whatever. Like,
I mean, the beer they brought tasted great. It was some French toast shit, some peanut butter shit.
yeah,
It's good.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But the reason why we had no shots yesterday, why I introduced them, was because the Jameson that I got for Christmas, one was like a regular little, I don't know how big they are. They're pretty small. Thing of Jameson. The other two were IPA and stout. Mm-hmm. So I brought the stout one out because I know my cousin likes stout beer. So I was like, fuck it, let's go do a shot. So I never really drink. And then we all did one shot. And then you looked at it, you're like, what? Like, we got to finish this? We got to finish. You were trying to have us finish all 3 of them that day. I was like, no.
What?
We fucking finished the one.
I
maybe.
was?
Yeah. You said that at least twice.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And apparently you got real fucked up because you were down for the count. I thought you may have died.
I also thought I might have died. Saturday was a rough day for me.
I woke up at like 6 in the morning on the couch.
Yep. You had fallen
Left my
asleep
fucking
there.
dog outside.
That's rough.
I
Shouldn't have
felt
done that.
so bad.
You should have.
I don't even remember letting him out. I think when my cousins left that he went outside with them. And they probably were just like, hey, Jack's outside. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get him in a minute. And I just fucking passed out on the couch. I woke up at 6 in the morning on the couch, hungover as fuck. Slammed the water, went upstairs, and I didn't remember like if I was like got kicked off the bed onto the couch because I got too drunk or something. So I went to Sam and I was like, hey, did you like kick me off the bed? She goes, no. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I just went in the bed and passed out.
We were watching a show or something. That I do remember.
And then she went to go to work and she like came up storming up the stairs. She goes, you left Jack's outside all day, right? All night, right? I was like, what? No, I didn't. I felt so bad.
I can only imagine.
But I wasn't too bad. I didn't throw up or anything. But this guy over here.
Yeah, I woke up with a migraine and I felt sick. And you know how, if you're feeling nauseous, sometimes it's not like right away. Like I didn't wake up puking or anything, but I felt awful for a long time. And then it started coming out.
Suffer in bed for a long
yes,
time.
It was a very long time. It was goddamn horrible.
The best thing to do is just force yourself to get up. And
I tried. I did try. I got up at like 5 o'clock. I thought, okay, I should be getting to be good right now. I'm going to go get some
5
food.
5 p.m.
Yes.
Keep in mind.
5 p.m. That's what happens with hangovers, bro. What do you mean? I didn't just pop a pill and just go about my day. I was fucking sick to my stomach.
I did. I popped some Motrin.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it to use you as an example. So I went out there and I got some food, try to get myself out there, do some shit, just, make my body recover on its own. And it did not take. I threw up the food immediately.
I know. I seen your trash when I was
It
showing
was awful.
everybody the house. I seen it. I was like, oh, not going to look over
you should
there.
have stopped showing people my room at that point, especially when I was still falling asleep.
Yeah, you were still sleeping.
I tried to keep resting. I didn't wake up till like 9 o'clock. And then migraine was still there. So I just put on some chill music and tried playing some games, and then your party members came down to my room, barged in, and dragged me upstairs.
Oh yeah,
They're all very belligerent about it, but I guess it's whatever.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
See you later.
I would have much rather have stayed in my room.
Sure.
Let's say that.
Well, speak up next time. It's okay to say no.
Is it? You were calling me a bitch for not being up there already. So
I couldn't believe how drunk you got, honestly.
neither. I don't think I even was that drunk. I just have a bitch stomach.
Maybe
it was a combination.
No, we ate because I cooked those kebabs. I don't know. Maybe you just don't. Bad night. I don't know. I guess that happens.
It was
to
awful,
everybody.
honestly. I was just laying in bed sweating the whole day. Just bad. Just occasionally getting up to puke. You don't even fucking know. And then I was forced to socialize. It was awful. And then Sunday came around. I got to hang out with friends, and it was all better. And it was great.
Yeah. So good weekend. Busy but good.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's over.
Yeah, me too.
I'm fucking relaxing this whole next week or two.
Me too. I have 5 days off.
Oh yeah, you lucky
Technically,
bastard.
2 days off. I have a
Well, you
5-day
got
weekend. Though.
Fourth. And
Got the 4th
fifth.
automatically off. That's holiday.
Yeah.
And I requested the 3rd and the 5th off. My coworkers were not happy.
So you got the 3rd off as well?
Yep. So Wednesday is my first day off. And then Thursday's the 4th, obviously. Friday I have the day off. And then Saturday, Sunday. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my time. That's my biggest worry, really.
Just fucking relax.
I got a lot of gaming to catch up on because I feel like I was robbed of it this weekend. I was straight robbed. I couldn't do any of it while I was in bed, obviously.
How dare I make you socialize and talk to
really
people?
that, but if I wasn't fucking sick all day, I could have done something.
Well, yeah, it's because you hung out with my family on Friday.
It's horrible.
And then you couldn't do
You
shit on
spend one
Saturday.
day with the Martwinskis and you're literally in a coma for a while.
It happens. That's the truth. That's why I'm saying I was shocked that there was no drama at the party because it's usually.
Yeah, there was some.
Yeah, the worst thing that happened was I had to get my mom an Uber because her drunk ass was trying to drive home.
Remember that?
Yeah,
I remember that.
But I'm honestly shocked she got in it. I didn't think she was going to.
Neither did I. You had to be very forceful. She was very resistant to it.
Yeah, but she did, and it all worked out. So
Did all work out.
it was good. Pretty good time.
Good weekend.
Yeah. So how are we gonna do this, Stone?
Do what?
I have a couple things, 2 things.
Couple things you say.
A couple things. Flashback. If you guys are real fans,
You're not. You're all not.
So that was the first name of our podcast.
was a couple
Don was like, "We're going to talk about a couple of things." That's a good thing. That's a good podcast.
It would have been
name.
a little motto
He
here.
got,
All right, guys. Couple things.
He made merch and everything for it. All to
T-shirts,
find out
all
that
kinds of shit.
There was 50 other podcasts named a couple of things. Podcast.
Couple books as well. It was rough. So we rebranded
Rough start, But I really want to talk about Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes
again.
and then MMA. Those are my 2 things.
That's all you got, huh?
All I got, but I'm balls deep in them.
So we
So
talked.
if you have anything else that you have little tit for tat and you want to just
Tit for tat, you
get that
say?
shit out of here, so we can talk about the real shit.
All right, we're going to start with my shit because it's more important and more interesting, and then you guys can tune out the rest of Nick's shit. So, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game coming out.
Oh yes,
November. Excuse me.
These fucking animals.
By Respawn Entertainment, people who made Titanfall and Apex Legends as well. Bunch of great games. So this game is releasing on the 15th, and they just released a new
November 15th.
I already said November. And they just released a new 26-minute gameplay demo, which was apparently shown behind closed doors at E3 and other gaming shows, whereas previously we had only been shown some 14-minute little, developers, walkthrough at EA Play,
So
which
kind of
was
like a behind the scenes of a Game of Thrones episode kind of thing.
kind of, it was just like a little preview. Like picture the after the end of the episode, you get the preview for the next episode. Like that little condensed little thing is what we got originally. And then what we had just gotten was, an extended thing. Okay, here's a lot more of what you're going to get.
Yeah, I watched it. It was fucking
It's pretty amazing, right? It looks to me like a God of War or a Marvel Spider-Man, just, Star Wars themed, and you're a Jedi.
What else do you need?
Literally nothing. There are some people who are saying that it looks boring. They're not, reinventing the wheel, whatever. Fuck your wheel.
Yeah, you don't gotta be Daenerys Targaryen every single time.
Look what happened to Daenerys Targaryen.
For real, spoiler. If the shit ain't broken, don't fix it. That's right. I got it.
There's different.
It took me
You're
a second.
mixing a couple sayings.
I got it. But when I watched it, first of all, I have the opinion that in between episodes 3 and 4 is the second best time in all of Star Wars. It's better than the Knights of the Old Republic. It's better than post episode 6. It's better than in between 1 and 2. First part is my favorite is between episodes 2 and 3.
Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars.
Fair.
Mostly because of the TV show. There's a lot of content there, you know.
It's true. I mean, you also got a lot of content for 3 to 4. You got Rebels.
Rebels, you got Rogue One.
Got Rogue One, Solo.
No, that's not in between 3 and 4. Actually,
it is.
You're right.
Yeah, it is.
And then you got this game.
True.
And it's dope because, like, if you're, like, balls deep in Star Wars, you get, like, the Easter eggs of the
Oh,
people in
absolutely.
between 3 and 4 that were, like, OGs in the first 3 movies. And then you got the people that were OGs in between 3 and 4. Then you got little flashbacks or not flashbacks, but little hints
callbacks
of, like, what's going to happen in the future.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, one of the things that this demo shows a little bit more of, but though we saw him at EA Play, was Saw Gerrera. If you remember Forrest Whitaker's character from Rogue One.
That's his name?
Yeah, Saw.
I could never... No, Forrest Whitaker.
Yes, the actor's name is Forrest Whitaker. God damn you and your names.
I was watching the gameplay at work, and I seen him jump on the on the walker. I immediately paused the video. I texted Dawn. And I was like, bro... Is that guy in the fucking Rogue One movie that's, like, super popular? He was, like, the main actor and dies?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, pretty sure. And you're like, yeah.
Yes, Nick, that's him. That's what I said. We had already established it before. I know for a fact we have because I've mentioned that there's speculation there'll be more cameos. And interesting to note, Saw Gerrera's character, he doesn't have his little breathing apparatus that he has in Rogue One.
Maybe not yet.
Not yet. So maybe we see what happens to him just in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
like
fucked up.
The possibilities of expanding on this universe. It's all canon, so it's all like attached to the universe.
You know who I want to see? I got 2 people I want to see.
Who do you want to see?
Ahsoka Tano.
It could happen.
And Ezra.
I was thinking we could see some Phoenix members because this is right around the same timeline. You know, you got your hidden Jedi.
I might want to see fucking Hera too.
Kanan?
She might look pretty hot.
If it's like blind Kanan, the cool ass mask.
I don't even know how he got blind. I haven't
Neither
gotten that
do
part
I.
in
Spoilers.
For a
We'll not get there yet. But anyways, in this demo, they did show a lot of shit that reviewers fell in love with, which is interesting to me because why wouldn't you like show this to begin with and generate all the hype like right away? Like, look at how cool this is, and instead you show like a little
marketing tactic,
a tidbit of it. Like, is that a good tactic? Cyberpunk did something kind of similar. They showed a trailer, and it was an awesome trailer, mind you. But at E3, you were able to go in and actually play the game.
It depends on what kind of marketing techniques you're trying to use. Like if they just do like the initial trailer and they're just trying to look at their analytics to see what their
how it gauges,
right? Like the demographic of the people that are just naturally interested into it, and then you put the big banger out there, and then you can see if it like gained a huge, like a bigger audience. Then you can like determine from there where your marketing strategy can be.
Well, what a great thing it did for Cyberpunk is immediately after E3, when everyone got to play it, they just went straight to their blog sites, to their review sites. And like, guys, I got to tell you everything that I did in Cyberpunk, and it was amazing. Right. So that generated spoken word, I think, is a bit more impactful than just, you know, showing it to people. And maybe they're like, oh, well, it doesn't look like it's for me. But you hear someone else say how good of a time they had, and they're describing everything that they did. It could be pretty good.
Maybe they didn't want to allow people to play it at the time.
Could be. But they did afterwards. And everyone says that the combat feels like surprisingly thoughtful. Like you just have a lightsaber, and obviously you're going to cut through literally everybody. But you can block blaster bolts. If you block it perfectly, you shoot it right back at people.
Stop blaster bolts.
You can use a force.
Kylo Ren style.
Yeah, stop the blaster bolts. You can drag someone to you and hit them with the blaster bolts.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. And they showed a dialogue system similar to BioWare games like Mass Effect, KOTOR. So you can actually speak to your companions and to the characters like Saw Gerrera.
Do they give you options?
They give you options, yeah. I only saw
They change like the story?
I doubt it changes very much. The game does seem very not on rails, but it's got a lot of scripted kind of like Zelda, storytelling.
Probably like they give you like options you can say, like the dick thing or the funny thing, or the serious thing, but they like give
it just kind of defines your character. Yeah. It's just for you, really.
And it changes the dialogue of the character to get you to the main story.
There are a lot of influences with Breath of the Wild or Metroid. There's like puzzle solving. There's things that you get throughout the game that help you with previous things, so you gotta trail back, and they give you
that's a callback to Ocarina of Time.
Absolutely, they give you systems like that, like for example, Cal, your character, and his droid BD1, who's supposed to be like buddy one.
I really hope that they put him in Galaxy of Heroes.
That'd be cool. Cal Kestis, absolutely. We'll see. He gets a new skill called Droid Overcharge in this demo, and that allows him to extend this bridge that he had passed by before. So he goes to his little holographic map, trails all the way back, extends the bridge, gets a reward, and that's a pretty good gameplay loop if you're not just focused just on the story or just on being a Jedi, which
trying to 100% it.
Loser, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot to the game, and I think people that are saying that it's boring are going to eat their fucking words because it's a Star Wars game and it's full of content.
I think it's better than
Force Unleashed.
Yes, when you look at how he fights with the lightsaber, because it's definitely more tactic. Like a Jedi in the movies, like they're their fighting style, their stance, how defensive they are, and how
Right.
little they get hit. Like it's kind, you can do that.
You could like see that they're thinking about what you're gonna do.
Right, and Force Unleashed,
You're just whipping around, throwing people.
You just gotta avoid that shit. There's
Exactly.
fucking like non-stop spamming and shit. But
Yeah, there's a lot of interacting with the environment, using your force powers. You stop fans so you can walk through it, pull down, bridges and shit. Seems really intuitive and easy to be cool, which I think is important.
Only on Xbox?
It's on everything.
Okay, cool. Because at the end of it, it was like the Xbox.
Right. I think it's sponsored by Microsoft.
Gotcha.
Just because EA, they have a partnership. But I actually don't know if it's coming to PC. I fucking hope so. Sucks for you because then we're gonna have to buy it twice.
Or
Brad
my cousin buys it.
Brad,
and
buy
I
fucking
get it for free.
Forced Unleashed. Buy this fucking game.
I guarantee you he's gonna buy it. You fucking kidding me?
Absolutely. This seems really super cool to me. All the possibilities of them bringing on the rest of the universe, like Saw Gerrera, and you're your own Jedi. You get new gear, customizable shit. You can upgrade your lightsaber, upgrade your droid, do all this different shit. It seems like it's just jam packed full of shit to do. And
yeah,
what can you not?
I'm
do?
excited for it.
Absolutely. So again, that's November 15th.
I gotta finish Zelda before then, which I think I got. Actually, I don't know because my fucking girlfriend's playing it religiously now.
Not like you'd be playing it anyway.
I want to. Just been landscaping. Now's the time to fucking play.
I've just been landscaping. All right, so that's my Star Wars shit. Let's hear your Star Wars shit.
Okay, so last week I talked about the Grand Arena
Galaxy Heroes, and that fizzled out real fast. We all got one coin as a reward.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was great.
But it came back.
Great.
King K style. And I was going to give you a little update on my ranking and everything.
You're doing terrible, aren't you?
I am ranked 12,513 in the Bronzium League for Division 5. So to put that into perspective, I was ranked 30-something thousand last week.
And you were in a different level, weren't you?
Yes, I was in the very beginning one, which I forget what it's called. Whatever. So I'm in like the second one, which is the Bronzium one. I'm halfway through it to get to the Chromium one, which is the second one.
Right.
Or the third one. And in my Grand Arena that I'm in, because like it's kind of like a regular Grand Arena, but a huge tournament surrounding it. So if you don't know what the game is at all, Star Wars Galaxy Hero is basically like it's a mobile EA game with Star Wars characters. That's like a long-term game that tries to suck your money out. Like you get whatever characters, any character that is in the Star Wars universe is pretty much on the game.
Right, and you earn them through shards, which you accumulate slowly. You can speed it up if you want to pay a bunch of money, get crystals and shit, but...
It's supposed to be a long-term game, and you can either pay to play or you can have free to play and enjoy the game, but you're not going to be like a top-tier player.
Right.
You could be like a top-tier free player, but you can't be like number one consistently.
True.
But in the Grand Arena, I really like that in general because it's not specifically focused on like the best 5 players on your team.
Like, do you have the best character that everyone paid money for?
It's overall who is your all your Star Wars characters. Does that beat somebody else's Star Wars character based off your power? And like I said, I'm in Division 5, and each division is like a range of your galactic power, and I'm in the middle of the galactic power range.
Gotcha.
So I'll say for being in the middle of the division and just starting, it ain't too bad. Also considering that I don't have 2 of the best characters in the game, both Revens, Light Side Revan and Dark Side Revan.
Right.
So
you're at a definite handicap, but because you built your team, your overall roster so balanced,
I can work around.
Yeah.
So in the Grand Arena that I'm in, the first tournament, first round, I completely skunked the guy. Like he couldn't kill none of my characters. I destroyed all his characters. Got like really good score and everything.
Yeah.
And the second round, I fucking lost.
Oh shit.
In the dumbest way.
Oh god. You fucked up, didn't you?
Well, I because how busy we were this weekend, I like wasn't on top of it. So I like looked at my phone and I realized I had like 3 hours left to like attack his people, and he cleared my whole entire squad. So like, so I gotta clear his squad too. So I look at his defense, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty easy. Fucking Ewok team, bro.
The Murder Bears.
No, fucking Ewok team. It was like only 70,000 power.
Okay.
I was like, I'll use like my second Empire team against him. My Vader led, gear 12. Tarkin, gear 12, which is like maxed.
Yeah. TIE
Fighter pilot, gear 11. And then I had HK-47.
He's not Empire.
No. Yeah, that's why I said it's like my off-brand one.
Right.
And IG-88. They're both gear 11.
Okay, so they're powerful. You get skunked?
I think it's skunked, but I killed 2 Ewoks, and they killed all 5 of those people.
I'm pretty sure Ewoks have like a buff against Empire.
I was so pissed, dude. I was so pissed. I like dropped my phone.
Did you not see the last of the original trilogy where they're literally destroying the Empire? Just a bunch of murder bears.
All I know is I was pissed because it ruined it for me because in the Grand Arena, the points you get,
It's cumulative.
it's a cumulative, and you get more points if you defeat the other teams on the first try, or if you
Right.
defeat them with the more.
How many
health
tries it
or
take you
protection?
to-
Took me 2 tries.
Okay.
All the rest of them took 1 try, and on his against me, he took out all my people in 1 try as well. But even with me doing it the second time, I was only 30 points behind him because all my other teams, I fucking destroyed him.
Right.
So
if you had
I
gone
was
at it
smart, I
with a
would-
good team,
yeah, I would have easily won, and then I would be 3-0 right now because I'm in the last part of the tournament right now, facing somebody with a light side Revan, but I
it's
still
like
got
the
more.
best character you can get.
Yes, but I still got more points than that bitch ass because of my everybody, you know.
All right.
So kind of upset with myself because I feel like I'd be a little bit higher ranked, but it's okay.
It's a long tournament, right?
Yeah, it's
you
a
got
long
time.
so I'm not too worried about it. Also, a thing that I really didn't talk about in last week with the Grand Arena Championship is there's feats, which are like
Feats.
bonus.
I think we
quests or
talked about
bonus
it.
missions.
Like you kill this many characters with
Right.
General Kenobi or
But
something.
I didn't know that it's not only based in Grand Arena. Like one of them was like win 15 Fleet Arena battles,
Just general
or
game
win
shit.
8 Squad Arena battles, things like that. And you can, that's like the make or break. That's like you get extra bonus points there. So I feel like that's what gets your ranking up a lot higher.
Interesting.
So it's been a week. I am in Bronzium, which is the first one up.
So you've moved up a level.
Yeah, I'll probably be in a Chromium one the next podcast.
We'll see. We're gonna keep track of this shit.
And I'm about to get my characters finally.
So
Remember how I was
the
saying-
characters you're talking about, like Light Side Revan,
and
Millennium
the
Falcon.
Millennium fucking Falcon.
Obviously, the Millennium Falcon, best ship there is. So
If you don't have the Millennium Falcon in this game and your fleet arena, which is like your ships versus somebody else's ships, your best 5 versus their best 5, if you don't have Millennium Falcon, you cannot get in the top 20.
just at all.
Like I can barely, but I have to like consistently watch it. Let's just say you can't get in the top 10. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And if you're in the top 10, you get more rewards, which allow you to grow your team faster, right?
Right.
And I'll be able to get them this time. The Millennium Falcon event starts in 3 days.
So to get these characters, you got to have a specific set of characters.
Correct.
So Millennium Falcon, it's
It's 4
bounty
bounty
hunters,
hunter
right?
ships.
because you're supposed to catch the Millennium Falcon, what
Right.
have you. Revan's got 5 characters that you need from the Old Republic. They're all really hard to farm. I'm nowhere near it myself because I'm obviously a little noob.
Yeah,
so
and the way EA spins it is they release these events earlier than expected.
So fast.
So
It's
they
coming
kind
the
of like
11th.
they put the pressure on you to pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't pay to win, you
lose.
suffer like I did for like the past what, like 2-3
It's
months.
been a long time.
Like I used to be in the top 50 for Squad Arena, top 50, top 100.
It ranges from like 1 to 20,000, by the
Yeah.
way. But your rewards get better the higher, closer to
Significantly
1.
better. Significantly better. And I've been barely staying in the top 300 for like the past 2 months. I haven't even been able to crack the top 200 in like a month because I don't have either one of the Revens. And it's been frustrating as shit to say the least.
Only imagine.
And now I'm just so excited because I know I have like the good mods for the characters.
Right.
I know I have the good gear. I just needed Revan. Like he's that powerful of a fucking character where if you don't have him,
You lose.
You
And
lose.
If you do, you win.
yeah. So I am optimistic I'll be able to get in the top 100 now
But
once he comes out.
okay, so you're banking on the fact that your mods and gear is going to propel you ahead of all the other people that are also getting Revan.
Yes, because I look at the mods of the Revens that are around me, and I look at the mods of the Revens that are in the top 50. Like I scroll down to the 40s and that, and say, nah,
Really?
yeah, nah.
Interesting.
It's not even a
Nah.
competition. I got this shit. So I'm really excited.
Interesting.
Ships have always been my thing.
Right.
I've always been able to stay in the top 10 of ships until the Millennium Falcon came out.
And you got fucked.
And then I was trying to farm it too slow, and I fucking sprung up, and I didn't want to pay, so I had to wait like a whole nother time. And now it's coming in like 2.5 days, and I'll be able to unlock the Millennium Falcon. He won't be maxed out, but he'll just be unlocked, which is good enough.
Right. Get
So-
back at the 20 at least.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get in the top 10, because all my other ships are fucking good. They really are. And if I get the ships in the top 10, my Squad Arena in the top, let's just say 100, whatever, top 100.
Anyway.
And my Grand Arena's going good. And now our guild is like doing the best raids in the game. It's fucking fun, man. I got like I've been
Suddenly coming
rejuvenated,
together, yeah.
You know?
That's what the game is all about. Like, you go through these giant slogs where you're doing nothing but slowly accumulating shit, and it feels
Yes.
worthless to you, and everyone's passing you by because they're spending money, and then you finally start getting shit together, and it feels so good, so rewarding.
Right. It's only going to feel rewarding for a little bit longer.
And then someone new's going to come out. Yes. Apparently, General Grievous is the new hot shit at Gear 13. So they just raised the max level.
Oh, yeah, because I think he has like a shit ton of health.
Just a ridiculous amount. You don't need speed or nothing. You just health him up. No one can kill him.
Yeah, because then he's also like, he has all the droid allies. Mm-hmm. So if you try to kill him, as soon as you get him down a little bit, like all the droids just automatically taunt and you can't hit Grievous.
It's ridiculous.
It's cool though. I hope it's.
I'm farming him already.
I am too, bro. I'm on like 6 stars on that bitch.
Oh shit! I haven't unlocked him yet.
That's what you get for quitting a long time ago.
Is it?
You got some growing to do.
That's all right.
So that's why I want to talk about Star Wars.
So we'll see where your progress is next week.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you're at some kind of low point. You didn't get the Millennium Falcon. You're not in the top 2, and you lost Grand Arena.
I looked up the farm calculator for it. It said I should not panic at all.
There are a lot of resources for this game online. Like people take this shit
game is pretty fucking popular.
Serious. It really is. I think it's a top mobile game.
There's YouTube channels that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers just because of this game.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
What are we doing? Let's make a fucking YouTube
We're literally
channel.
doing it right now.
The
fucking moron. What do you think this is? A joke? Is this a joke to you?
A little bit.
Moving on. In the world of sports, are you aware what's happening in the NBA? Because it's been lit on fire.
D-Rose!
That's not.
D-Rose!
That is 1, 2, 3.
I am getting his jersey!
It's 5th on my list as far as shit that has gone down.
Can he wear number 1 on the Pistons?
He's wearing 25 according to that photoshopped picture. I don't know if they like talked to him about that beforehand.
Isn't Isaiah Thomas back in the day, was he number 1? I could be like way off. I'm not no like NBA guru.
I legitimately don't know.
Could be.
I didn't care about the Pistons back then.
You don't care about the Pistons at all. The only reason why you do is because of me.
Nah. Our NBA series made me like him a little bit. I like Drummond and Blake. No reason not to like him. I'm going to give you a little rundown.
How much I would pumping them up all season.
I hate them more. If you haven't done that, I probably would like them a lot more.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to go on a tangent. So
don't do that. Yeah. All right, so the NBA offseason. We're getting to the point where free agency is. We're not even in free agency yet, but a ton of people have already agreed verbally to deals. Apparently,
yeah, we are.
I thought it starts like.
I thought it started in Sunday at like at 2 p.m. Eastern or some shit like that.
It might be, but a lot of these were already done deals before then. For example, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant to Brooklyn. They each took apparently $10 million less each to also land
4 years.
DeAndre Jordan 4 years each. Kyrie's getting paid a little bit less. Makes sense. KD's going to be out for a year, but he's KD.
Yeah.
So Brooklyn's suddenly a powerhouse. Granted, they had to give away D'Angelo Russell. He went to Golden State. What the fuck? How did that even happen? We were speculating all these places you go. He could have went to Minnesota or some shit. He could have been the star of a team.
How's that going to work?
He's either the 6th man of the year or he's just stands next to Steph until Clay comes back. They don't need defense or anything if you're scoring 130 points a game. What the fuck? It's a new NBA.
So young too. He's only 23 years old.
He's very young. He's not great at defense. Draymond's gonna have to guard all 5 positions. Whatever.
You know what's fucked up about Golden State though?
What?
Why'd they trade Iggy like that though?
I haven't gotten to there yet. Shut up, man. You keep skipping ahead to the bottom of the list for some shit.
You know why?
Because he had a big contract and he's old and rickety.
Did you hear about the rumor, the whispers?
No, because I don't subscribe to rumors.
Me either, but I know.
Apparently you do. Sitting here spreading them.
Before all this happened like a week ago, Iggy was promoting his book that he just made.
Okay.
So he was on like the ESPN channels and shit talking about it.
Sure.
And they're asking about like the finals and all that.
Yep.
And he talks about how when he was injured, Golden State kept like putting pressure on him. The team itself was putting pressure on him. Like, you're not injured anymore, right? Like, you're healthy, right? And he's like, no, like my doctor's still saying I'm injured. Like, I can't play. And he said like he felt like an uncomfortable amount of pressure. And the fact they were putting that out there for everybody else to, like the fans and everybody else to see, is like unnecessary. Kind of like KD.
Well, KD left of his own volition.
Why though? Do you think? I'm pretty sure
because they're pushing players to play while injured.
I think
that's why they also traded Iguodala.
That's why Kawhi left.
That was a different team.
Yeah, I'm not saying like San Antonio and like Golden State did the exact same thing, but I'm saying that's not a good look on Golden State.
I guess so.
And
the fact of the matter is Iguodala is old.
Like Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith both said like when they like Stephen A's like Golden State said it had nothing to do with what he said a week ago. Max is like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, how convenient, perfect timing, shit like that. So like I don't know if it had anything to do with it either, but it's kind of crazy how like
there's some drama.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I wouldn't see like the Red Wings just trading like that'd be like trading Cronwall right off rip just because you need more salary cap. Like there's like a respect thing in NHL.
Well, they definitely don't.
I don't know if that's like that for NBA.
The salaries,
well, they don't get paid as much, but the cap and compared to how much
I doubt it's proportionate.
How much was he getting paid?
I honestly don't know.
Because Cronwall was getting paid like $6 million a year, and the cap is like. I don't even know, but it's not that much. It's not that much. It's not ridiculous like NBA.
So he went to Memphis for some 2024 draft picks. LeBron James Jr., I guess. Who the fuck knows?
No, I thought they gave him
to Memphis,
and they traded,
and they sent a 2024 draft pick. I think they got picks in return. They got a first rounder in return.
Their pick was like how that works out is so weird. It's like
some protected shit, 1 to 4, has a range.
So it's like going to say shits the bed next year, and they get the 4th round pick or the 4th overall pick, 1 through 4. They keep that pick, and then was it Memphis? Yep. They get the 2nd round pick for the following year, unless it's the very number 1 pick. And if it is, then it gets the fucking following year. I heard him. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's a
complex,
trade.
Absolutely complex. So more moves, bigger moves than Nick's drama. Kemba to Boston.
Yes,
probably I think my favorite move of the entire offseason so far.
Really,
it's great for both parties. Boston gets an upgrade because they got toxic Kyrie Irving out. Shout out to Kyrie, he's still my favorite player. And Kemba gets to get out of Charlotte, where he is clearly not wanted. I saw MJ.
He wasn't wanted?
No. He tried to take a discount for the team, and they lowballed him lower than the discount.
Oh.
MJ sent out a letter to him just today, actually, and it was the most generic-ass goodbye I've ever fucking heard.
It's Jordan. He's like the most competitive.
He did great for the team, and he was one of the best players in this franchise, and wish him and his family the best.
I could see him.
Thanks, MJ. Real fucking thanks.
That's his "fuck you, I hope you burn in hell"
exactly
speech.
What Kemba offers to Boston is a lot more than what Kyrie did, I think, just from a leadership perspective. He released a Players Tribune thing. I don't know if you ever read those, but like Kevin Love and DeMar did theirs about their mental health issues. It's just a really great piece or a platform for players to get their words out, their thoughts out. You should check it out, Players Tribune. Yeah, he says, here's a quote. "I am a leader in my own way. I'm never going to shout anyone off the court or get overly negative. It's not my style. But what I do is take pride in making my teammates better. I'm that lead by example type. I like to keep it direct."
Kind of like a Kawhi or like a Lindstrom.
Exactly, and that's, if you look at the Boston team, is all these young players. They're going to lose Al Horford. Spoiler alert to the rest of my list.
Fucking Philly, though.
Stop spoiling it more.
Philly.
So they're going to definitely need that leadership, and I think Kemba's a great choice for it.
I definitely think he's better than Kyrie, because Kyrie can't be a leader. He's too toxic.
He's not a better player than Kyrie.
No, but he's
definitely a better leader.
Yeah,
definitely
and when Kyrie turns into toxic Kyrie, it's not good.
Your team loses. Yeah, They did worse with him than they did without him. It's ridiculous.
How do you think that's going to work with KD and Kyrie? Like, I know they're really, really good friends.
Snakes on top of snakes. They're all snakes. Even DeAndre Jordan, like he played the Mavericks way back when.
All the drama that surrounds KD, and he consumes himself with it. He like makes his own little Instagram accounts, argues with people.
Oh man,
he lets the drama and the pressure, like he
seeps into him.
I don't know if he lets it get to him because
he still plays.
I was gonna say
balls to the wall.
His performances
speak
otherwise.
I think that's the funnest thing about it. Like you have Kyrie, KD, DeAndre Jordan. They could go so bad. It could be the biggest dumpster fire in the world. Or in 2021, they're the fucking champions because KD comes back and they've established a team around him and Kyrie.
Good luck with AD and LeBron.
True. Hard to argue with the Lakers, and they haven't still, locked in the rest of their contract picks. So who knows? Maybe
Kawhi,
he's fucking Kawhi. I don't think that's a good idea.
Kawhi said that he's not talking to any teams till like the end of the week.
Really?
Yeah, he's like being Kawhi.
Of course he is. More picks. Hassan Whiteside is going to Portland.
I know. I just fucking heard that. That's really good for Portland.
It is good for Portland. They get a very dominant center. He has a big contract though.
Is
Cantor? I don't think he's still a free agent. I think.
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure he is.
No, he's not.
Mostly sure he is.
He's on Philly.
Oh, is he? That must be breaking news. Because I checked all over for this shit today.
At least I've seen like an Instagram thing of the starting 5.
Oh. So well, I normally believe those Instagram posts.
Yeah. So but yeah, Whiteside's an upgrade, right?
Oh, definitely. He's way bigger.
Okay.
Get those rebounds. And I saw he posted some selfie video of him in his car. He was like, "We got shooters! We got shooters!" He was going fucking ape shit. Because now he's on a fucking good team. Speaking of the Heat, Jimmy Butler's going there. Jimmy Butler to Miami. Jimmy Butler.
I don't care about
from fucking Philadelphia. How do you not care? He saw Dwayne Wade getting some legendary treatment while he was training there or some shit, and
First
he wanted
of all,
that for himself.
it wasn't Philly. It was Boston.
You're a fucking liar.
I knew that.
You're a dirty liar.
Because I was like, there's no way he's on Philly. Because
that doesn't make any sense.
And Al Horford.
Yeah, so they also get Al Horford. Philadelphia does. I was speculating myself about where he would go. There was like $100 million bidder out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good fit next to Embiid, but I think that's definitely
a risky contract.
way too much to pay him because he is pretty old himself.
He's worth it now, but you better hope
Who knows
win
next
now.
year?
Yeah. But back to Jimmy Butler. Why is that so good? Like, who else is on Miami? He just went there to get paid, right?
Essentially, for him, yeah, it's just to get paid. But I think they still have Goran Dragic. But he's a great point guard. And he was facilitating with Dwayne Wade, who was fucking old as shit. So,
They almost made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, so you switched Dwayne Wade out for fucking Jimmy Butler.
But, I mean...
They gave up Josh Richardson, I believe. He went to Philadelphia.
I feel weird about Butler going to Miami because he's...
It's hard not to feel weird about Butler in general just because he's like
so competitive and he wants to win so bad. But then you go from a stacked Philly team, which you were good in Philly.
Yeah.
Like, that's like your type of team.
Maybe they just didn't get along well.
And now you're going to Miami. You ain't going to win shit. You're going to get frustrated again and ask for a fucking trade. Like, you can't just ask for a trade everywhere you go.
That's
like,
true.
you're just going to be like the little whiny bitch of the fucking NBA.
Yeah.
Even though he's a hard worker and he wants to win, but don't fucking go to a team that you know you're not going to win with.
Right, work for the results. Hard for us to argue against it, but yeah, that's what it seems like. Derrick Rose to the Pistons.
D-Rose!
Obviously mentioned
Getting that jersey, son.
He's going to be a great supplement of offense to a team that desperately needs it, especially off the bench.
You think he's going to be off the bench?
I think so, yeah. Ish Smith is going to the Wizards, by the way.
Oh!
You're wondering what would happen to him.
Reggie went to Knicks.
Bullock?
Yes.
Yes. I think he's been off the Pistons for a while, but...
Has he?
Pretty sure.
Oh, well, whatever.
Who knows?
So you know.
Andre Iguodala to Memphis, talked about it. Al Horford to Philly, talked about it. Jimmy Butler to Miami.
Yeah.
Lots of shit happening.
The biggest loser of the whole thing is the Knicks.
I know.
The entire...
You heard Stephen A. Smith complaining
yes,
about it?
I have. It's so
I just got
funny.
done crying. Can't get over this shit.
It's funny because everybody says Max Kellerman is like this retard that doesn't know shit about NBA.
Jesus.
But he picked Toronto to win in 6 games. He said the Knicks weren't going to get any fucking free agent.
They got Julius Randle.
Yeah, did you hear what Stephen A. said about that?
What?
He's like, you can't even just wait to tell me that tomorrow? like, what the fuck? So you got him on the first day like that's supposed to be some good prize?
I saw
Then on top of that, you say you don't want Kevin Durant anyway? What kind of shit is that?
That's a good impression.
I listen to him a lot, man.
That's funny. I saw a fan of his called into his show, and he was like, I know you're upset about this, but just think about this. One thing you're not considering is Carmelo Anthony has not picked a team yet. He's like, okay, bye. Go to hell. Bye.
That's a troll right there.
That's hilarious.
That is fucking funny. I guess New York Knicks could save face if the Brooklyn Nets just turn into a shit show.
Fall apart, absolutely.
Or if KD can never recover.
True, yeah. Maybe they're the smartest ones here.
I mean, I don't know. They definitely foiled their plans. They were trying to get 3 stars for sure. And they didn't get shit.
They lost Kristaps, who just signed a new deal with the Mavericks. Good for him.
Max deal, right?
Yeah. And I guess they got Randall, but he's only 24.
So, like, who is the powerhouse teams in the East right now?
Brooklyn, Toronto, currently.
It's Brooklyn, Philly, and Boston. Toronto is not a powerhouse yet unless Kawhi resigns.
True. That's what I'm saying currently. Like, as of now, with Kawhi on the Raptors, which I think
that's what's going to happen?
I think there's a good chance he stays.
I know he's getting the last... Toronto's having the last meeting with him. He's giving that due diligence, which is cool.
In the West...
And you said that...
What?
You don't like him on the Lakers?
I don't think so. Because if they sign him to a max contract... along with the other max contracts they have with LeBron, with AD, then that leaves them with nothing but minimum contracts going forward.
Right.
I think that presents problems, especially in the playoffs. LeBron's getting old. He can't play 40 fucking minutes.
Would it be good for the Lakers? And I think it'd be good for the Lakers long term.
To get Kawhi?
Yes.
And is that wait for LeBron to leave or some shit?
Yes. They could win a championship next year, without KD in. They could easily win a championship next year. If Kawhi, LeBron, and AD are on that starting 5, if they manage Kawhi correctly and he doesn't get burned out, which I don't like. I hear that if you play in the West, you can't manage your time because all the West is so competitive, but I don't know about that. Like,
he's played in the West already. He already has a Western Finals MVP.
But just those 3 are so fucking dominant, dude.
It's true. But what happens when they're off the court? All 3 of those players have had teams that struggled when they're on the bench.
Bunch of veterans that would sign
minimum contracts just to be with them.
Yes, look at Boogie with Golden State.
Well, Boogie's an exception. We're not going to talk about him. He's still a free agent. No one knows where he's going to go.
Oh, he almost went to the Knicks. Stephen A. Smith about lost it.
It's fucking funny.
But I think that they could win like next year. The following year, maybe not. But then LeBron retires after what, like 4 or 5 years, something.
Sounds
but
right.
Then you got like AD and Kawhi in their
You got to hope that they
early
stay that
30s,
whole time.
Which, I mean, they probably would. It's the Lakers. Why wouldn't they?
Lots of people leave the Lakers. I think they would have been better off getting fucking D'Lo. He didn't get a max contract. I
agree
don't
with
know
that.
how Golden State fucking swiped it as some horse shit, honestly.
It's probably.
What if Kawhi goes to fucking Golden
It
State?
probably had something to do with KD talking to Brooklyn.
I think that is related, actually. Yes.
Yeah. They had to, like, they probably definitely talked that out somehow. Because I don't go to stay off for KD the max. And he turned it down.
Fucking
And Clay signed the max. That would be hilarious if he went to the Clippers. Clay went to the Clippers and Kawhi went to the Clippers. Whew. Game over.
See ya.
Game over.
Yeah. That's NBA. It's wild out here. On to MMA,
Jesus Christ.
which I have labeled in my notes as UFC on ESPN 3. Francis hit hard.
Wait, motherfucker.
Yes?
I gotta go pee.
Okay.
Take a break. Break! Don't just stare. Don't be weird.
You're making it weird. Making our fans wait. On some horse shit.
Okay. Just a quick pee.
Very
Back.
nice. Very nice.
Didn't wash my hands, but it's okay.
Wow.
Back to MMA.
Yes.
So, I got a lot of MMA shit.
A lot, you say?
Lots. Like, I've been writing notes for the podcast and stuff.
You don't normally do that. You normally just write, like, talk about UFC. Francis. And then you just leave it to yourself to fucking fill in the gaps, huh?
Yeah. Which I can do, like, briefly pretty well, but then I can't remember, like, certain
That's
tidbits.
exactly why I write such detailed notes. You're like, oh, you're writing a novel over there, huh? I was like, I just want to make sure I don't forget shit.
Well, okay. We can briefly talk about the results of the fight card, and then I want to do the picks and some hot takes.
Hot
for
takes.
UFC 239. Jones versus Santos.
You don't have a very dramatic
And
voice. Is that
Amanda
what I never told you that?
Nunes versus Holly Holm.
It's not good. It's not great.
Saturday,
You got to work on it.
July 7th.
You sound
8th. One of the two.
you sound like a
Only on
12-year-old
ESPN
talking into
Plus.
his mic for the first time, listening to
A
himself.
12-year-old with that deep voice? Shit. I wish I
Yeah,
had
that
voice.
deep voice, bud.
Hey! I used to be so insecure about that. Don't bring that back.
Sorry, jeez.
That's the only way people could get in my head in Halo.
What are you, 12?
Yes.
Like, fuck you, man. I'm not 12.
I'm 14! Fucking voice cracks.
That's rough. That is rough. So, yes, UFC on ESPN 3, codename Francis hit hard.
Yes.
When we started from the bottom, we never do this in the right fucking order.
Well, I only want to talk about 2 fights.
2?
Yes.
Not 3?
What's the third one?
You don't care about Damian Maia, bro?
Oh. I love Damian Maia, but I think he should retire.
I don't believe you. You don't care about him at all. You think he should die.
I think he...
You heard it here first. Nick thinks Damian Maia should die.
He's one of my favorite fighters because I love jiu-jitsu so much. And he's like, I think he is the best jiu-jitsu practitioner in MMA
He's
history.
the physical embodiment of jiu-jitsu.
He's the Royce Gracie of modern day
Second
MMA.
coming.
Yeah, and he's old as shit. He's like
It's
41
true.
now.
And still winning.
He has like the second most wins in UFC history. Hope you know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and he's legit, but he don't have all the tools that is necessary to win a title.
Sure.
So why are you still doing it? It's just
Passion, fun,
true,
money.
unnecessary punishment. He can make more money. I don't know, more money, but he can make a lot of money doing seminars. No problem. Open up his own jiu-jitsu gym easily.
But if you're him, don't you think that that's just like giving up? Like you're done. Like maybe he's not ready to say that.
Maybe it's a hard pill to swallow. I'm sure it is.
Do you think he should?
Yes, I think he should.
I mean, he's winning.
Yeah, he won, but he got his ass beat in the third round.
It's true.
Like pummeled.
It's
Like he won a
28-20.
majority decision because somebody gave him a 10-8 round. One of the judges gave I don't even know the other guy's name. I apologize, but he gave him the
Anthony Rocco Martin.
yeah, he gave him a 10-8 round because he beat the fuck out of Maya. But Maya is, like I said, one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners of all time in MMA.
It's true.
He needs to sail off to the sunset. He's done enough in his career.
Fair take.
So, but the Benavidez fight, that was fucking amazing.
It was.
It was a very
It was
competitive
Formiga?
fight. Yeah. Which they had fought before, which Benavidez knocked him out in the first round.
No.
Yeah.
This would have been more competitive.
Yeah, because he just pretty much clipped him. Like Benavidez said before this fight, like he knew that it was gonna be a competitive fight. Even the first fight, he was anticipating a war just because he knows how good he is.
He's in so many wars. Benavidez.
Yeah, dude, he's the fucking gatekeeper. He was the gatekeeper for Mighty Mouse for so long because Mighty Mouse beat him, and there was literally nothing he could do. He didn't want to go up a weight class, so he was just number one
down there,
fighting number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, just beating everybody. Lost a couple every once in a while, you know.
Right.
And he performed really, really well. And he completely outclassed him, in my opinion.
Really?
There was a couple of times where he got hit,
and they have a giant ass cut on him and shit.
Yeah, but it was like he got punched and like the thumb.
It was nail cut him.
Yeah, the thumb.
So much random shit
in his eye. You could see the cut from up here and down here, and it was just his thumb jammed in his eye.
God.
That's why he kept like rubbing it in the first round. So that's why it was part of my thing is how I feel like he performed amazing because like
despite being
he was
one-eyed,
distracted as fuck. He kept moving his eye, and like Bisping was talking about it. He's like, I've been in that same boat, and it takes your game off. Like
how you focus, yeah,
exactly, and it's very dangerous. You can get clipped a lot easier. Your footwork may not be as good. Your feints, everything, but he still stayed composed. And when what's his name, Formiga, whenever he took Benavidez down, which apparently he's notorious for getting on your back, like really, really good. He's a backpack.
Okay.
But Benavidez just scrambled out of those positions extremely well. Like, he was supposed to out-grapple Benavidez, but he didn't. Benavidez just out-grappled him. He out-struck him, out-grappled him. He kept hitting him with the leg kicks, kept hitting him low, and then eventually he fucking tagged him, and he smelt the blood, and he finished him.
Yeah. You can definitely sense that killer finish that he jumped on is almost Aldo-esque.
Yeah.
But I guess the obvious question is, what does he do against Cejudo?
He beat him already.
But there's a champion Cejudo.
Correct. And the fight was controversial. I think Henry won that fight. That being said, it was a very close fight. So this is champion Cejudo, but Benavidez has been looking really good too. You know? So that's the fight to make at flyweight.
I think so.
And they're making the flyweight division exciting.
It's true.
It is. So that's a good thing for that division. Because either one of them will be a marketable champ. Henry's a way more marketable champ just because he's Mexican. So he has that crowd. He also has the Benavidez might be Mexican too. I don't know.
Hard to say. Yeah.
But he has the Olympic gold medal.
Right.
He's the cringe king. He's the 135-pound champ as well.
Right.
He got the fucking accolades now.
True.
But this is the next title shot for sure.
I think so.
So shout out to Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu. I like that.
Give
Joseph
him some,
Benavidez, whatever. It was
Yeah,
fine.
fuck that guy, man. Married to Megan O'Leary. What the fuck?
You're jealous.
I'm so jealous. She is beautiful.
I'm aware of
She
this.
is so beautiful, and she's like talented and shit. Like, damn. Good on you. Good on you, Joe. I hate you. Then the main event. Junior versus Ngannou. I really, really wanted Junior to win.
You thought.
I thought he was going to win. And the first minute and a half, he looked pretty good.
Kind of okay. Knocked him down, right? Or tripped him.
He didn't trip him. He leg kicked him hard as shit.
Oh, jeez.
And then he didn't realize how hard the leg kick was, and he went down. And I think Junior had the good game plan. He really did. He was constantly using footwork. He was chopping him down to slow Ngannou down. He kept hitting him with a few straights in the stomach to just slow him down. So basically, the game plan against Ngannou is weather the storm, because
wait for him to tire himself out.
That guy is a mess.
He's a storm.
He is fucking
Category 5.
He's like Ubering without the Uber, and he's just
Is the
scary.
Uber.
Yeah, Junior looked in phenomenal shape for this fight.
Right.
But then you just look at Ngannou, it's like, what the fuck?
It's another.
How is he
superhuman.
not on steroids? That's just it's a freak of freaks.
The Yoel question.
Yeah, but I think Junior did good. I really do. And then he just got you cannot keep your eye off the prize for a split second.
I don't
with
think.
Ngannou.
Yeah. So
he barely even. I should have said barely because I'm sure everybody would get knocked out.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
He was getting. I was gonna say. So Junior gets turned around and puts his back to Ngannou, and then he sneaks in one of those hits and knocks him down TKO punches.
Right.
But even before that, I don't know, 15 seconds after that, he was still landing shots that you could hear from the fucking nosebleeds.
The Junior got hit hard as fuck with one punch, but he's seen it. So when you see it, it's a lot harder to get knocked out. But he turned against Ngannou, which you just don't fucking turn away to run away.
And he said himself that he made a mistake, and Francis capitalized on it.
Yeah, he said he made a mistake. He fell in love with the brawl, and he just didn't stick to the game plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a brawl. He got complacent for a second, and that's all Ngannou needs. Look at Kane, look at Curtis. Which Kane thing, I rewatched that. His knee fuck. I don't think he got TKO'd, dude.
Really?
Yeah, like you can see his knee buckle. Like when he falls, like when he gets hit with the uppercut and he falls, his face is wincing and he's holding his knee. It ain't
Like he's wincing because he got punched in the face.
And he's wincing because he punched or because his knee popped.
Right.
It ain't because he got knocked out. And then Ngannou started swarming him, and then he covered his face because obviously.
What can he do?
Yeah. So it's kind of shitty, but
is what it is.
Ngannou's a fucking animal.
Savage. Yeah.
So there's nothing left for him besides a title fight. Which,
right. So he's requesting the winner of Daniel Cormier versus Stipe.
Yes, which would if it's Stipe, I would love to see that fight again. If it's DC, kind of nervous for DC.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But
They run in one real quick.
DC might fucking get him, dude.
He's not gonna pick him up and throw him down. I'll tell you that much.
I bet you he does.
You're crazy.
I bet you he does.
That'd be insane,
dude. DC picked up Travis Barnett's big fucking ass. Made him do a fucking flip in the air, head first on the ground. It's not DC is a fucking savage at heavyweight. He is.
He is a savage,
and he's so smart. I just watched that.
It's detail.
Yeah, the detail thing. It's like the Kobe Bryant.
And apparently Peyton Manning, both of them made very sure to point out who else is involved in detail. I think they were given a little postscript to send out because they were both like, I'm the first athlete to join Kobe Bryant and Peyton Manning.
And good for him.
And then Kobe says he's the first athlete to join me and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, well, because
these are all the geniuses of their sport. Straight up geniuses.
Yeah, and DC deserves to be there.
Yeah, that's true.
And
you said you watched it, right?
Yeah, I watched it. It was about Amanda Nunes. And it was amazing at how well Daniel Cormier broke shit down, and he's funny too. Like in like Amanda Nunes when she knocked out Cyborg, like he zoomed in on her coach and he's like, look at his face. He's like, you never seen that before. This is fucking hilarious. So things like that. But I loved how when they started it, they showed like 4 fights, and the first fight was her Kat Zingano fight, the fight she lost.
Okay.
And he just showed how dominant she was. And all the mistakes that she made in that first round to kind of gas yourself out.
Sure.
Like, started grappling with Kat instead of trying to stand up and strike. It just showed, like he was saying, like how you can tell in her future fights how much of a veteran she is.
Get the full picture, where she came from.
Yeah, it was showing her footwork in the fight, showing like the other, like Ronda Rousey's face when the first punch she got hit with, Misha's face, the first punch they got hit with. Like she's saying, like, or he was saying, like you could just tell. As soon as they feel Amanda's power, their confidence just goes right out the window. Like Misha had her swagger hands down, and boom, and all of a sudden her hands are like this the entire fucking fight.
Damn.
And same thing with Ronda.
Oh yeah.
And same thing with Cyborg. And he's like doing slow motion of when both of them swing at each other at the same time. He's like, look at Ronda's feet. Look at how far they are right now. Look at Amanda. Look how planted she is. Look at how she's just using perfect form, and look how she feints her head out of the way. Ronda's head's just straight there. Same thing with Cyborg. Things like that. It's just
another
amazing.
level.
Yeah, he should be the fucking MMA guy for that shit.
Makes sense, yeah.
I love DC.
I always love his commentary and shit.
Yeah, he's like, he's up there with the Diaz bros for me, man. But anyways.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's ESPN 3. Quickly.
Not prepared to talk about this. I have not.
UFC 239. I'll let you know a couple of things, a couple of factors, just start some like news hot takes for the fight card.
Give me the hot takes, Nick.
Diego Sanchez left the gym 3 weeks before UFC 239. He left Jackson Wink.
Is that a good idea?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
He's fighting Michael Chiesa, which is a big boy, you know?
Is there like noted drama going on
he
there?
Explained why. He said he feels like he's getting no love at the gym, where he is not being trained anything new. They're just retooling his already made tools consistently, which I can see.
If you don't feel like you're growing, then why not leave? But
that, and I could see Greg Jackson and Jackson Wink being those kind of coaches where they're more focused on their John Joneses, their Holly Holmes.
Everyone else is just on the rails.
There's they got 2 people fighting for a championship on this fight card. And Diego, you've been there forever, and I'm sure they don't think you're going to be a champion like you do. It sucks to say that, but
how do you give them the same amount of attention?
Right, and I get why Diego did it. But, like, I just don't think it's a good idea to do it 3 weeks before the
Absolutely not. Yeah. Like, you can wait.
He's going to have his one trainer, Josh Fabia, in his corner, who I looked up has
like
300 followers on Instagram.
One person?
I don't know him. I'm sure he knows his shit, but I'm like
it's not the same as a team of professionals that know how to coach a player and do it specifically from the corner.
Right. So
that's tough.
There's that. Good luck, Diego. I really hope you win because I don't like Chiesa.
Fair.
Another thing, this is not directly 239 related, but it kind of is Robbie Lawler's facing Kobe Covington on August 3rd.
Right.
Which means Kobe is not getting the next title shot. He might if he wins this fight, but he was saying he wasn't fighting unless he got a title shot. But since Usman's injured, all the pressure, he took this fight with Robbie,
Yeah,
who
I think
is
that
a
makes
fucking
sense.
bad matchup.
Bad matchup for him.
You see what he did to Ben Askren?
Yeah. If he does that,
Do you think Kobe gonna take those shots? 'Cause I don't think Kobe's gonna take those shots.
No, he's not.
So this is a very dangerous fight for him. If he loses, guaranteed no title shot. If he doesn't dominate Robbie, why won't they give the title shot to Ben Askren? Who's more popular? Ben Askren.
Do you think maybe he's banking on Ben Askren getting the shot anyway, and then he's picks
Kobe?
up the winner of that? Yeah, Kobe.
No, Kobe will be fucking pissed if
Oh,
he don't get the
jeez.
title shot. He'll be just throwing a little temper tantrum. 100%.
That does sound like him.
So it's kind of Kobe's own fault. He's waited too long,
yeah.
talked too much shit.
You're not Nate Diaz, bro.
And yeah,
Chill.
he acts like he has that. I don't know if it's called clout. What I don't know. He acts like he has that. That ground
The
that
pole.
he deserves it. Like look what Tony Ferguson had to go through. He's been on a fucking 13 fight win streak. Had the interim title. Got injured
Yeah.
over some stupid cables, and
Yeah.
they stripped him immediately. And he still hasn't got the title shot. You think you're gonna get the title shot, Kobe? Who have you beat in a dominant fashion like that? You
Yeah.
beat RDA. I give you credit. You fucking did, but El Kakui can't get it. I'm sorry, you ain't getting it.
He doesn't have the pull.
Yeah, he don't.
Absolutely.
So that's related to 239 because Ben Askren and Jorge
Got
are fighting on
implications.
this card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
the other thing I wanted to briefly talk about, I was going to show the video, was BJ Penn.
Oh,
Getting in a
why?
fight with
No
the
one wants
bar.
to watch that.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad. But I rewatched it because I was like, when I first time I watched it, I was like, man, BJ's just falling
Describe what
off.
happened.
Apparently at a strip club or nightclub, strip club. I don't know which one it
This
is.
club.
BJ got into an altercation with a bodyguard.
Yeah. Was it a bouncer?
Bouncer, bodyguard, same thing.
True.
And
Bodyguard for the building.
there's a video of BJ just on top of him, smothering him for like a whole minute, and everyone's trying to get BJ off of him.
Yo, B, come on, man.
Yeah. But
Don't do this.
when I first watched it, I'm like, man, BJ better not get in trouble for this shit.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched it with like Tyron Woodley breaking it down, and he was just saying BJ was just holding him down and pretty much just doing enough to where the other guy couldn't hurt him, and BJ wasn't going to seriously beat the fuck out of him. He's like, oh, if BJ wanted to, we could have easily mounted him. He could've-
I was under the impression that he was so drunk that he couldn't do more. Because
That's what I saw at first.
obviously you can control him. He's BJ Penn, and this guy's
Right.
just a guy. But you see one of the guy on the ground's friends come over and fucking punch BJ in the
threw a little
head.
cheap shot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't know what provoked that. I think he was trying to say that he was beating up the guy. So
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes tempers flare and shit like that.
It's his fucking cell phone video. What the fuck do you even know from it?
But I hope what Willie says is correct. I hope he wasn't, because when I watched it, I agree with you. Like, I thought he was just so belligerent that he just got so pissed off at this guy because he got kicked out or whatever.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill me.
like, I'm BJ Penn.
Yeah.
I can wrestle anybody.
But Woodley was saying based off his stance and based off of like how
And he
he
knew what he
wasn't
was doing.
trying to punch and he was just straight holding him and like suffocating him.
I don't think I remember seeing him like throw punches or anything.
No, maybe at the very end.
Yeah.
But I hope it was just things got out of control. BJ felt a little bit threatened, so he took him down.
Try to control the situation.
Yes, because if that's the case, then good. You know,
True.
BJ gets a lot of fucking drama right
We
now.
just care. We just want you to be a sane
needs to
person,
retire.
BJ.
He lost 6 8 in a row.
Stop getting punched in the head, man.
Yeah, for real. So, one more thing before we get into the picks.
Dragging me through the fucking mud here.
John Jones
Oh, God.
DQ loss is about to be overturned.
Is
allegedly.
it?
I don't know. Dana White is literally talking to the Nevada Athletic State Commission to try to get it overturned. He says,
So he got one disqualification for a 12-6 elbow, was it? So that's coming. Obviously, you picked your clock 12-6 straight
Yes.
down.
against Matt Hamill,
Yeah.
who is a deaf fighter, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, which I always thought was a huge disadvantage. You can't hear your coaches at all. Like,
I feel like fighters don't even listen to their coaches anyway. I hear them
No, they
get
say they
ignored
can
all
hear.
the goddamn time.
yeah, people get ignored, but they say they can hear them.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but that fight,
It's his only loss on his record.
it is the only loss on his record. Jones was dominating the fight. Absolutely dominating the fight. Like, there was so much blood in Matt Hamill's face when he was mounting him that his blood was just in his eyes. You couldn't see.
Well, no shit. He
And
was
then he-
dropping 12-6
And then
elbows.
he
on
landed
him.
that 112-6 elbow, or like 1 or 2, and stopped it. Matt couldn't fucking, obviously, he couldn't compete anymore, so he got the DQ loss. Jones, like, Dana White wants to get overturned. He thinks it's stupid. He blames the ref. At the end of the day, it technically is an illegal move.
Sure. But
It's
why
a
is it an
stupid
illegal
illegal
move?
move.
Yeah.
And the rumor is it's illegal because the Nevada Athletic State Commissions are the people who are making the MMA
The rules.
the rules back in the day with
Yeah.
like John McCarthy in them. Said they were watching like a fucking karate film late at night and they seen somebody bust like 6 bricks in one thing, like like that, and then he's like, "That's too dangerous."
Can't let people's skulls do that.
But I looked that up, and I think that might be alleged. That might be like a rumor. That might be like partly true, or like they fabricated, or it's like over exaggerating it. But at the end of the day, all like the MMA knowledge heads, like Matt Hume, and
I'm sure we can figure out how dangerous it actually is.
They all agree that a regular elbow
has the same force,
way more impact,
for
than a 12-6, because you can like think about if you're mounted,
the muscles you're using.
If you're mounted and you just do like a 12-6, how much of your body can you use?
Right. It's pretty much your shoulder. Your shoulder movement.
It's only that, because if you try to use your entire body, they can bulk up and like make you lose balance. An elbow, a regular elbow,
you're like turning like you are a punch.
Hug them and it's exploding. Boom.
Ouch, Jesus, dude.
That's what you get, table.
we gotta ban normal elbows, is what Nick's saying.
Yeah, but basically he's
Breaking
saying
tables.
if the regular elbows are legal, then the 12-6 should be legal as well.
So
and it doesn't happen
ban elbows now
too often.
Because you're shit.
They ain't gonna ban shit. They better.
John Jones' whole game plan goes out the window.
For real.
Because he wants to remove a 1.
All he got left is his eye pokes. But it technically is a DQ loss because it was an illegal move at the time.
But if you reverse the rule, then I guess you can erase the 1 from his loss.
Right, which that's what Dana wants. And they asked Jones about it, and he said he doesn't care, and he actually likes the loss on his record because it prevents him from fighting to protect the O, because he feels like that's how so many people fight.
I guess so.
And,
I mean, if you don't care, you don't care, right?
Right, and he says it'd be cool if they took it away because for a marketing standpoint, he could see how it's a lot easier to market an undefeated fighter. Right. Yeah. 25-0. Yeah. You know, like Khabib. You know, and we'll see what happens. Matt Hamill fucking tweeted about it. Yeah, he tweeted about it, and he said that how about I just get a rematch instead or some stupid shit like that. And then he also said that was John Jones's way of cheating in our fight instead of steroids. And Jones replied to him, goes, "Really, Matt? He's like, I thought better of you, man."
Jeez.
So a little bit of drama.
Lots of drama here. Good Lord.
But that's the only drama with Jones this whole fight card. I haven't heard anything else about his levels being up or down. I don't know if they just stopped talking about it now. He's quiet
till he's not.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like anything could happen after the fight.
That's true. Literally could happen. With John, like something happened a day before the fight. It's happened. You know, with DC.
I feel like it'd be after though. They want the money anyway.
Who did get popped is Sean O'Malley again.
What? Oh.
Because saying
steroids though, right?
Well, he got popped for a tainted supplement, so he's been suspended, and he was just cleared to fight again. He was supposed to fight on this card, and the levels in his system are still there, extremely low levels, like almost like a similar thing as Jones. But I guess they proved that it was a tainted supplement with him. He don't have all the negative drama behind him like Jones does,
right? To
make you think that Jones is a cheater. You know,
makes sense.
But he's not allowed to fight in Nevada, so no. But you know, it's favoritism how they let Jones fight. Like I don't know the entire story. Maybe there's some other things going on.
Some money be passed around.
Right. It sucks for Sean because he hasn't fought in so long.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be an up and coming fighter.
Right.
And you're literally stopping his up and come.
Yeah, it's money he's losing out on.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he's, I feel like I'm being
overly apologetic,
contradicting because I am like so negative against John.
He deserves it.
But Sean O'Malley is like the same thing happened to him, and I'm like,
he does not deserve it.
I'm almost defending him, you know.
I honestly I have seen that headline. I was like, Sean O'Malley pop for that guy. He's smoking weed still. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's rude of him to do that. I know. That's like what I figured.
Osterin, I think. But he was saying that he lost a bunch of Twitch Twitch sponsors.
Oh, sponsors? Seriously?
Because of the first drug pop.
Jesus.
So I'm sure he's making money, but he's not making as much money as he could.
Less,
so it's kind of, I mean, it's
sucks
shitty for him.
For what it does to him. What does it do to John? John doesn't even say sorry.
John lost a lot of money, but that's his own fault. It wasn't just the fucking whatever taking supplement allegedly. It was the cocaine. It was the fucking trying to drag race in front of a cop. It was the fucking hitting a pregnant woman, running from the seed. Like he's just a genuinely bad guy. He like
as far as we know,
at the time, we can see. He may be better now. Like people can change. You can't hate on him.
Well, he's said it multiple times. He continues to do the thing. So how do you trust him?
I can't hate on him forever. If he wins his next 10 fights,
I will.
He don't get nothing else drama happens. I have to okay.
There's 2 people I hate in the world.
Who's the other one?
Klay Thompson. Fuck Klay.
I thought you were gonna say me.
No. Sorry.
So
that's the hot. Is that the hot takes?
Yes, that's the hot takes.
He fucking literally dragged me through from mud, the dirt of the UFC. It was rough.
So this fight card's stacked, but I only want to do picks on 4 of the fights.
Okay.
But to briefly highlight some of the fight card or some of the other fighters, like it's so stacked that like on the preliminary card,
yeah,
your baby girl's fighting.
Claudia's
fighting.
Who's she fighting?
Randa Marcos.
I don't know who that is. So she should win, right?
Yes. Randa's 9-6-1. I thought she was 9-5, but she gets most of her wins by wrestling. So if Claudia loses to Randa Marcos,
she's done.
Something's going on, you know. Because Claudia's always been that person who it's kind of like Joseph Benavidez.
Right.
She lost Joanna twice, but she beats everybody else. But lately,
she's been on a bit of a losing spell.
Yes.
It's sad for me. Very sad.
Also, Gilbert's fighting.
Gilbert Melendez.
Yes. Shout out to the Scrap Pack.
Scrap
Stockton motherfucker. He's on Nate's team.
Jesus.
He's an OG. He's a super OG. And then on the main card, we got. Oh shit! I seen Francis and Ngannou and JDS. I was like, what the fuck?
Again? They're running it back.
Diego and Michael Chiesa are gonna open it up, which I don't really want to do a pick on. But the 4 fights I want to do a pick on, I don't want to do a pick on that one because I feel like Michael's gonna win, and I don't want him to win, and I'm gonna feel bad for Diego.
You just don't want to put it out there, huh?
Yeah,
that's fine.
But Jan Blachowicz,
Luke Rockhold
versus Luke Rockhold.
Jesus.
At light heavyweight.
This is the 4th fight on the card.
At light heavyweight. There's a lot of pressure around this because this is Luke's first fight at light heavyweight.
Damn.
If you notice, the middleweight got knocked out a few times.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how this fight goes.
Interesting.
Because I have said this several times in the past, but Luke is like one of the most talented people on the roster.
You have said a lot, but he keeps losing, so I don't know.
His grappling's another level. He out-grappled Chris Weidman, mounted him for 2 fucking rounds, basically. Just pummeled him while he was on antibiotics because he had a staph infection.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
He outstrikes majority of everybody. Like, he was winning the Urel fight until he got cracked, you know? And he's just such an unbelievable talent.
He's been at an elite level for a pretty long time.
The only thing that his biggest downfall is himself. He's too arrogant in himself.
True.
That's why he had his hands down with Bisping. He got cracked, and ever since then, his
changed man.
Right. And I don't know if he's chinny because of the 185 division. Because if he goes to light heavyweight and he's still that chinny, I don't think there's anything else that's gonna happen. But if he actually,
yeah, it is what it is.
If he has a little bit more blood flowing or whatever, how that works,
there's something there.
Right. He could be a legitimate threat against John Jones.
It's true. He's got the size.
He's pretty much just as tall as him. He don't have to reach. Fucking Ngannou don't even have to reach. Fucking Jones does.
Blachowicz actually has a reach advantage on him.
Does he?
Blachowicz just came off a win against Thiago Santos.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be a good fight then. This is a really good test for Luke.
I think so.
So, who you want to pick first? I'll give you the first pick. That means you get to pick the main event.
Doesn't lie to me.
Yeah, it does.
4 picks. I do this one, you do the next one, I do the second one, then you do the main card.
Sorry.
You try to fucking
Sorry.
You see this guy?
I'll pick first. You want to pick first?
No, I'm gonna pick Jan Blachowicz. Blachowicz.
Really, I'm picking Luke, man.
Just so I can make you writhe in pain when Holly Holm loses, because you won't be able to pick her.
What makes you think I'm picking her?
Well, you have to now, because I'm gonna pick Amanda Nunes. Spoiler alert!
God damn it.
But yeah, I'm going to pick Blachowicz here. I normally pick the guy with the bigger reach, but even aside from that, like you're saying, Luke Rockhold, he is chinny.
I don't know if he's going to be chinny at light heavyweight.
It's hard.
Look at these fighters who've gone
honestly.
up a weight class. And
can you give me any examples? Because I honestly don't know.
Cowboy went up at 170, performed really, really well.
Fair.
Masvidal went up at 170. He's performed amazingly well.
Speak of the devil.
Henry Cejudo performed. He fucking knocked out TJ at 125, and then he destroyed Marlon.
True.
First round was
humbled
hard.
him.
Right.
Interesting.
DC heavyweight.
You're comparing a lot of... These are some iffy comparisons, but I get what you're saying. Like DC, you're just going to compare Luke Rockhold to one of the best of all time.
I'm saying...
And Henry Cejudo, the best of all time. What are you doing to yourself right now?
Look at DC at light heavyweight to heavyweight. It's a night and day difference.
When was he ever chinny?
I never said he was chinny. I'm just saying...
that specifically is the issue for me.
He's so much better at heavyweight. Oh... So you're saying like who like
I think you're right. Luke Rockhold is definitely an elite fighter, and I think he's probably more skilled than Jan Blachowicz, but I think he just gets punched in the face and gets TKO'd.
Oh, well, I'm bet against that.
Well, you have no
I think Luke's gonna TKO him in the second round.
Interesting. Okay, we'll see.
TKO ground and pound. His grappling is just another level. Really is.
We'll see. Speaking of grappling.
Yes.
Speaking of grappling.
Ben Askren, dad bod, baby.
Oh, boy.
Bringing him back.
Against a fucking game fighter. My God.
Game bred. Jorge Masvidal, which I am honestly surprised this fight's still happening.
Really?
Only because Jorge has not gone to one of the media
You just skipping
events.
out on it?
Yeah, he just straight up says he can't make it.
When was that? Wasn't that a big deal before? What the hell happened? They just don't care anymore?
Connor did that, and they tried
Yeah.
to cancel the fight on him.
Nate, too, right?
Nick Diaz did back in the day, and
Yeah.
they canceled it. And, like, Jorge's just getting away with it.
Well,
Which, I mean, I guess they don't...
maybe they don't want to ruin the Ben Askren hype train.
I think they don't mind just because Ben is such a good marketer
Right.
that he's pulling the weight for himself.
Makes sense, I guess.
And it's pretty cool. Like, when he did the weigh-in, or, like, the stare-down, he didn't have anybody to stare down. So he went up to Dana White and, like, had Dana raise his hand and shit. All things like that. It's cool. But, I do not think this is a good fight for Jorge at all. Jorge's emotional. I heard him on Joe Rogan's podcast. He even wanted to say, I don't even want to make him famous. I don't even want to get him, like, give him attention. And Joe's like, who? He's, oh, you mean Ben Askren? And then, like, they started talking about it. And like, Jorge does not like how Ben tells gym stories all the time. And tells people, like, oh, I'm like talking about Kevin Lee or anybody. He's like, oh, yeah,
Right.
he sucks. I grab at him all the time. And those, like, which I get, like,
Sure.
what stays in the gym is supposed to.
leave it there.
Yeah, I get that. But he's saying, like, he wants to take him away, like, bring him an inch from his life. He wants to break his face. He don't want to finish him in the first round. He wants to pummel him until 5 seconds left in the fight.
Is he going to do more than what Robbie did?
He sounds so emotional. And he's a game-bred fighter. He's an elite fighter. He's very experienced. I don't think he's going to get emotionally triggered in the fight. But it worries me that I hope he doesn't just try to, like, swing for
Go
the
balls
fences.
to the wall.
Because he has to be very aware of the takedown.
Absolutely.
Damian Maia was able to take Jorge down.
True.
He won a split decision against Jorge. There was a few times where Damian shot and he didn't get the takedown, and Jorge started piecing him up.
I specifically remember him backpacking at one point. They were standing, and Maia was on his back.
Ben Askren gets a hold of your foot, you're going down.
True.
So it's not going to be like a weak shot from Maia style where you could scramble out and get some shots in. It's going to be Ben's going to grab you, and he's going to take you down, and he's going to out-strength you.
Right.
He's going to out-grapple you. He's going to out-position you, and he's going to beat the shit out of you.
So if you're not on your game plan and you're just swinging balls to the wall and you get immediately taken down, then your game plan's gone anyway.
I say Robbie Lawler was like the worst matchup for Ben.
That's pretty crazy.
Other than maybe Usman. We'll see what happens with that
Jesus
wrestling there.
Christ,
That'll be
yeah.
a great fucking fight.
Absolutely.
But I like Ben's odds a lot. The only way he loses is if he gets clipped early on. But even then, look at his chin against Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
He ate some fucking blows.
I feel like he should have lost.
Ate some blows, you know? So I'm going with Ben. Probably first round TKO. Just straight up.
Just ground and
settled.
pound?
Yeah. I think Ben's going to humble Jorge a little bit here.
Damn.
Jorge won against Darren Till. But before that, he lost his last two. He lost to Wonder Boy. He got outstruck. He lost to Maya. I love Jorge. I do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have all the tools that's necessary to be a champion, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Kind of like Maya. Maya, the ground game. You put Maya's ground game and Jorge's stand up. Shit, you got yourself a fucking world beater.
That's ridiculous.
But
what are you doing? It's
you
a
know,
Frankenstein monster.
Yeah, so I'm going with Ben.
I guess I'll go with Masvidal. Go unanimous decision. I think he'll.
You sound pretty confident.
I know, right? I sound how I hope Ben Askren will fight. I think he'll be a little underwhelming. We'll see.
I don't think.
Like watching bees fuck with. I think that was Dana's adage. I forget.
He said that I forget the name of the sleeping pill, but he said the sleeping pill takes Ben Askren to go to bed at night. Because when he hated Ben Askren, he was trying to say like that's how much of a boring fighter he is, but it's not.
It's a fucking WWE.
Khabib brought back wrestling.
Absolutely,
he made it exciting.
Made it interesting.
Again. Yeah. So next fight, Amanda Nunes, the best female fighter
Baddest
of all time.
woman alive.
She has knocked out Cyborg. She has knocked out Ronda. She
Beat
has
Valentina.
knocked out Misha. She beat Valentina twice.
Who's
Be-
like the only competitor
Yes.
for baddest woman.
Is facing Holly Holm, my baby girl. My baby girl. It
One
hurts
of
a little bit.
probably the best boxer as far as women go. Hard to say.
Valentina outstruck her, man.
It's hard.
Pure boxing.
Pure boxing.
Yes, Holly. She's like a
Not like
fucking
kickboxing or nothing.
16-time boxing champion.
Valentina's kickboxing is goddamn absurd.
Yeah, for real. Some things I've noticed from this, like just watching videos and listening to like little reading reports and shit. Amanda was being interviewed by Brett Akamoto, who's like an ESPN analyst.
Yeah.
And he asked her if she sees any threats from Holly, and she said no. She said she doesn't feel threatened by Holly.
I mean, she be cyborg.
That's a very dangerous thing to say if you're going against Holly Holm.
I mean, she's a professional, and she's been a champion for a bit now, so I can't imagine she takes her opponent lightly.
Well, one thing Daniel Cormier was saying that he really hopes that she works on, because it could catch up to her eventually, is that once she smells blood,
She just goes for it.
she has amazing striking, pinpoint accuracy, but she keeps her hands down.
It's true. But like at her side,
She
ready to throw the next
throws
punch.
from the hip instead of having her hands up. And when you're facing a counter striker that is elite as Holly Holm, that could set you up for a head kick knockout Ronda Rousey style.
Interesting.
I do think Holly is the biggest threat in that division for Amanda. I really do. And if Amanda is taking her lightly, it could be a shock. I definitely think Holly is the underdog, 100%.
Yeah.
Holly's an animal. She went 5 whole rounds with Cyborg. She was outworking her on the cage and grappling her. Like, Holly is a fucking workhorse. She like does what it takes to try to win fights, you know? Mm-hmm. She's had some bullshit decisions with Jermaine Manemy. She got outstruck by Valentina. Mm-hmm. She was beating Misha's ass till the fucking last round.
Yep. That was
like,
a great fight.
A lot of people like kind of sleep on Holly.
True. She's 37 though.
That being said,
she's a boxer. I guess Amanda Nunes.
Kickboxer too, you know.
Is she?
Yeah. Did you see that head kick knockout?
I did.
That's Ronda.
Well, yeah. Did you see what Amanda did to Ronda?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
I rewatched it today.
It's horrifying.
Cormier was talking about it.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Amanda, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking Holly up as well as I possibly can there. But like I said before that, Amanda is the greatest women's fighter of all time. She should be way more popular than she is. She's the only openly gay champion.
Seems marketable.
For
She's
real.
got the style. She comes in with a fucking lion's head.
Sweetheart. She in the fucking cage. She's savage as fuck. Yeah. DC was looking like zooming on her face. Look at that fucking lion face. Like thinking like straight kill. I'm gonna murder you. Eat your children face. But outside the cage, she's a sweetheart. Yeah. She's super nice. She's very humble. There's no reason to not like Amanda.
True.
Unless you just have Holly as your baby girl. So you can go ahead and make your pick.
I'm gonna pick Amanda Nunes.
How do you think it happens?
It's tough to say that she'll knock her out.
Name another time Holly's been knocked out.
I know. But
other than boxing. I don't think she's been knocked out in MMA at all.
But I think this will be it.
You think she's getting knocked out?
I'm going to go like third round.
Fuck.
It's going to get real fucking tiring out there.
Yeah, that's bad for Amanda.
I agree.
I don't think...
I'm counting on Holly Holm taking a lot of shots in those 3 rounds and eventually just going to wear down more on her face than Amanda's arms.
If you want my advice, I'd pick the second
I don't want your advice, sir. You're getting stuck with Holly Holm as the pick. So
let's set you up with the rock. You're like, it doesn't matter what you think. But it's okay.
It's fine. Next time I'll get you.
I'm going to go with Holly Holm decision. 5-round decision.
Fair.
Nope. Never mind. I'm changing it.
Okay. To what? You have to have something already picked?
3rd round head kick knockout.
So in the 3rd round, we're going to see some things happen, whether we like it or not.
I think Holly's chances grow drastically, though.
As the fight goes on?
Yes. I still think Amanda will have cardio in the 3rd round, 100%. I think Holly is going to surprise a lot to try to grapple her.
That'd be smart.
If you look at the Kat Zingano fight, that's how she lost. She got out. She didn't get out grappled. She just got out cardio.
Right.
Like Kat withstood the storm. Amanda was throwing recklessly, wasted a lot of energy, which I don't think she's going to do. That's why I don't think she'll get gassed out in the 1st round. But I think in the 3rd round, if she doesn't take Holly out, it's very possible that she can get tired and just a little tired. And Holly only needs that one shot. She only needs that one opening.
It's true. But I think Amanda knows how good of a kickboxer Holly Holm is, even though she says, I'm not afraid of her. That doesn't mean that she doesn't know who she is or what she's capable of.
In all fairness, I just watched the UFC Embedded, and she was saying she has a specific plan for her. Yeah. So, I mean, I hope Amanda's taking her seriously, because if not, that's her own fault, because there's no reason why she shouldn't beat Holly compared to, like, who she's beat in the past.
Fair, yeah.
But MMA math is weird.
That's not how it works, yeah.
Yeah, Holly is an amazing counter striker, and Amanda smells the blood, but I don't know if that's a good idea with Holly. I don't. You might get bull manadored.
I guess so. I mean, she's not
We'll
going
see.
to go running like Ronda, you know.
No, she'll go running like Ronda, but she'll do it with bad intentions, and she'll do it with elite striking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think way different.
I think she'll pick her apart for 3 rounds until it's too much for Holly Holm's face to take. I'm sure there will be grappling.
No, dude. Valentina was picking Amanda apart.
A little bit.
She's not striker. First round, she's getting her ass beat. Because Amanda, nobody fucking... She's like Ngannou. That's DC compared her to Ngannou.
I can see it.
Like the woman Ngannou.
Savagery.
Fucking amazing power horse. Like nobody hits like Amanda. Power horse. Horsepower.
Powerhouse, power horse. I get it.
Yeah, so you got Amanda 3rd round. I got Holly 3rd round.
Yep, we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jones versus Thiago. I did a little bit of research on this.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I am genuinely intrigued by this fight. More so than the Gustafsson fight. More so than the Anthony Smith fight. Not more so than DC, just because I love DC. But
I was wrong, by the way. Thiago Santos beat Jan Blachowicz in the last fight.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that.
I was also surprised that you did not know. I was like, yeah, that's what happened.
I was taking your word for it, you know?
I appreciate it.
But the last time John Jones fought somebody who's just known as knocking motherfuckers out, it's Rampage, 2011.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like
that's way back.
Yeah, exactly. I'll look it up real quick.
Well, if you look at the reach advantage, good lord, he's got fucking 8.5 inches on him. That's actually insane. He's only 0.1 feet taller. That's an inch, right? No. 0.1. It's still 0.1 feet.
He's 0.1 feet taller?
Yeah.
0.1.
0.1.
What is
6.3 versus 6.2? Is that 6'2" inches? Or
6 foot 2 inches.
But it's not, it's point. So it goes on a decimal system up to 10, but there's 12 inches in it, so it can't be inches.
I don't know. But let's just go back to that.
All right.
Let's just stop. So he just beat Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
Who is not notoriously known for just straight knocking motherfuckers out.
Sure.
Gustafsson, he knocked people out, but in the 4th round, 3rd round, after exhausting him.
Mm-hmm.
DC, then OSP, then DC again, then Glover, then Gustafsson, then Chael, then Vitor in 2012.
Oh, dear.
Knocks everybody out middleweight when he's TRT Vitor. This is light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Then Rashad Evans, not known for knocking motherfuckers out unless you're chinny like Chuck Liddell.
Mm-hmm.
Then Machida, 2011.
Old.
Yes. And then Rampage in 2011.
Old.
So he hasn't really fought a knockout artist in their prime since 2011.
So you think there's a possibility here?
I think John can get knocked out in this fight.
But do you think it's going to happen? Because it is your pick.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I will say, from the interviews that I've listened to, like Brett Okamoto also interviewed John. And
Brett Okamoto's out here hustling.
Fuck yeah, ESPN's going hard.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's earned it. But he asked John, like, what is John going to try to weather the storm? And he says, no, I don't weather the storm. If people come at me hard, I come at them harder.
Damn the storm.
And I'm like, that's...
Interesting.
He could get clipped in the first round. It's very possible.
Thiago is a very big guy.
That being said, John is the master at distance and range.
Which he has a lot of.
Right. He'll keep you back with his front kicks to the stomach, his knee kicks.
Did you hear me say he's 8.5 inch longer reach?
Yes, he's like the longest reach.
Goddamn absurd.
And this the only way Thiago can win is if he clips him. That's literally the only way. He's not going to out-grapple John. John is freakishly strong.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to outstrike him in a 5-round decision win.
Yeah.
He's not going to submit John either.
He's honestly going to have a hard time just getting close to him.
Yes. John can easily win this if he uses his range and he fights a smart fight. But if he's trying to say
prove
fuck
something,
it, which he does do that a lot. DC,
and
king of the grind. Okay, let's go wrestle.
When was the Anthony Smith fight?
It wasn't that long ago. A few months ago, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
I felt
March.
Like it wasn't that impressive on John Jones' side. On either side, I should say. It's not like I don't think Anthony Smith performed that well, and I don't. It
was impressive because he confused Anthony so bad that Anthony didn't know how to even handle the puzzle of John Jones.
So I don't even know like how to.
So the mystique of John.
Is Thiago going to have the same issue?
I mean,
it's hard to say.
He says he's not going to, but Anthony Smith said the same shit.
Right.
Like Thiago said he doesn't work. I just the embedded. He's like, I don't really study my opponents. I don't really think about it too much. It's like it's that title fight, but I'm treating it just like any other fight. He's saying all the right shit, you know.
But who doesn't say that, right?
Right. You could say that until you're standing across the cage from John and
literally shaking your boots.
Yeah, so
I guess so.
I'm just interested because Thiago is a knockout artist. He hits hard as fuck, and he could knock out John. That's the intrigue of this fight.
Right.
But I'm going with John Jones.
Imagine so.
I think I'm gonna go with the second round TKO ground and pound. I think John's gonna take him down, and Thiago ain't gonna get up. John's ground game is scary good.
It really is. Like,
dangerous. Everything is scary good. I hate the guy, but you gotta put respect on that name.
I guess so. First round knockout.
I hope you're right.
Thiago Santos gonna clip him. He's gonna have a really hard time getting in close, but I think similar to what we saw Henry do tomorrow, he's just gonna have to fucking get in there and get 30 with it.
Deal with it.
He's gonna have to deal with it. Might catch an elbow, 12-6 on the way. Who knows? He might do it just to prove something. But if you just get that one shot in,
that'd be shocking, man. That'd be fucking shocking.
I'll take a shot just because of that. Good lord.
If John wins and goes up to heavyweight, him versus Ngannou would be a really good fight.
If Thiago don't knock him out, we're going to be having the same exact conversation.
Ngannou and John is a very, very intriguing fight. Just because the first round, Ngannou's power, but John's master of distance, how freakishly strong he is. He's not going to out-grab. He's not going to...
so smart.
He's not going to be
so much more smart.
Pure strength for strength. Ngannou is going to dominate him, but not grappling.
Yeah.
John will take Ngannou down.
It's true.
He'll submit him. We'll do what fucking Stipe did, but better.
Yeah. I hate John Jones, man. Stop talking about him like that.
DC, heavyweight, John, that's the fight.
Get off your television show, DC. You got work to do.
Shit, he got Stipe to deal with first.
That's true. You got a lot of work to do.
That's all I got. We got a lot in. A lot
Yeah,
of
we
MMA,
did.
a lot of Star Wars.
You guys have been educated. Congratulations.
If you guys enjoyed the podcast, share the shit. Let everybody know. You know, give us a rating on iTunes. That's what helps the most. That's what helps with like algorithms to help people getting on their like entertainment. They go social.
Give us likes on Instagram. That's what helps me the most. I feel demotivated when I spend 15 minutes on a post and I get nothing out of it.
15 whole minutes, huh?
That was the last one. The last Jedi one was real fast, and I was like, well, I can't really complain about this one. It doesn't get anything. It did all right, I guess. Whatever. But just give us likes. Make sure you check out the website, pnacast.com. We have videos up there. Our Instagram is on there. We have merch, as we have already advertised today.
Yes.
Lots of shit.
Some new.
So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned.
Yeah. Good luck, Holly. My baby girl.
You'll need it.
She's single now, man. Got divorced.
She's 37.
Half your age plus 7? Don't math, bro. Just say like...
Call me out.
Just say 16 and a half plus 7.
16 and a half?
It's 23 and a half. It's only a year and a half older than the... I can do it.
I don't think so, man.
What's up, Holly?
Dude, it's risky
beautiful.
business.
Beautiful legs.
See you guys next time.